Hello, welcome to the Johor SPM Trial Paper 2024, Paper 2. So let's discuss the questions. So we look at question 1 here. Okay. Based on the statement, I want to name the angle. So the sum of two angles is always 90 degrees. Okay, sum of two angles that add up to 90 degrees. So these are what we call complementary angles. Okay, two angles that add up to 90 degrees are complementary angles. Okay, complementary angles. Okay, then for the part B, based on the diagram, okay, we have all these straight lines. We want to state one transversal line. So a transversal line is a line that cuts through two or more lines. Okay, so usually we look at the line that cuts through two or more parallel lines. Okay, so I can use WQ, I can use QX also. Okay, technically SV is also a transversal, but usually we wouldn't use that. So yeah, let's say I use QW. Okay, QX also is fine. Then hence state the value of Y. Value of Y here, I use parallel line angles. So you see, parallel lines here, transversal. So I can compare here and this 110. So these are alternate angles. They form a Z, means they should be the same. In other words, Y plus 45 equals 110. So Y must be 110 minus 45. So it is 65 degrees. Yeah, that's the answer for question 1 here. Okay. Then question part A is name the part of a circle labeled AB. A to B here, this is what we call a chord. Okay, this is what we call a chord. Then for part B, using pi equals 22/7, calculate the area of major sector AOB. Major sector means the bigger side, this side. So here is 108, means this angle, 360 minus 108, which we get 252 degrees. So I use 252 degrees and 7 cm radius to calculate area of the major sector. So area of sector is angle over 360 times area of a full circle, pi r square. Pi 22/7 times radius square, 7 square. So 252 over 360 times 22/7 times 7 square, which we get 107.8 cm square. That is the area of the sector here. Okay. Then question 3. Given the straight line PQ is parallel to y-axis, BS is parallel to x-axis. Given PQ is 4, okay, this is 4. SR equals 3/2 PQ. So 3/2 times 4 is 6. I want equation of straight line QR. So this is 6 means the y coordinate adds by 6. And this is a vertical line, means the x coordinate should be the same, means 6, 10. So I have the coordinates of point Q and point R. I can use them to find the equation of the line. First, we find gradient of QR, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 1. So y equals mx plus c. M is 1, so just put 1. 1x means x lah. So I can submit the coordinates of 4, 8 or 6, 10. Doesn't matter. Both will give us the same value. Let's say 10 equals 6 plus c. 10 minus 6 equals c. If I put 8 and 4, 8 equals 4 plus c. 8 minus 4 also, we will get c is 4. So we have the m, we have the c, y equals x plus 4. That's the equation of straight line QR. Okay, that is question 3 here. Then we look at question 4. So part A, determine whether the statement is true or false. So 47 is a perfect square. That is false. Okay, if I square 47, you see it's not a rounded value. So it's not perfect square. So A1 is false. A2, write the negation of the statement. Negation of statement means you change by using not lah, basically. Okay, we change it from true to false or false to true. Okay, so the keyword here is the all actually. So I can change it to not all polygons have sides of equal length. Yeah, that's the A2. Part B, write the premise 2. Premise 1 is all regular pentagons have 5 sides of equal length. Conclusion, PQRST has 5 sides of equal length. So premise 2 should also be on PQRST. Okay, so here follows have 5 sides of equal length means PQRST should be regular pentagon. It's a regular pentagon. Okay, then this one, right? The converse of the implication. Converse means we just switch the antecedent and the consequent. Means if x minus 2 equals 5, then x equals 7. That's the converse. Okay, make sure you remember converse, inverse, and contrapositive. Yeah. Then we look at question 4. So from a survey conducted on 150 students, it is found that 94 students have mobile phones B, 63 students have laptop K, 51 students have tablet T, 13 students have mobile phone and tablets only, 4 students have laptop and tablets only. So 8 students have mobile phones and laptop only, and then 10 students have tablets only. So we fill in the only parts first. Okay. B is mobile phone, T is tablet, K is laptop. So 10 have tablets only. So 10 here. Then 4 has laptop and tablets only. Laptop and tablet here. 4. 8 has mobile phones and laptop only. Mobile phone and laptop. 8. 13 have mobile phone and tablets only. 13 here. 51 has tablets. So whole tablet set should be 51. Means I take 51 minus 13 minus 10 minus 4. I get 24. Should be in the middle here. 63 have laptops. So whole set K should have 63. Sorry. So 63 minus 8 minus 24 minus 4, 27. Then 94 students has mobile phone. 94 minus 13 minus 24 minus 8, 49. I also know this is among 150 students. So altogether 150. As I take 150 minus each of this, 49, 13, 10, 8, 24, 4, 27, 15 will be outside here. Those that have none. Okay. Yeah. So this is completing the Venn diagram. Then we want to calculate number of students who did not have all three devices. Basically, it's just that 15. Okay. Yeah. Then, yeah, but they want the working lah. So you should probably put 150 minus 49 minus 13 minus 10 minus 8 minus 24 minus 4 minus 27 equals to 15. Based on the answer in 5B1, say the number of devices represented by B intersect K bracket and then intersect T prime. B intersect K means here. Intersect T prime means outside of set T. So it will be the 8 here. Yeah. That shouldn't need any working lah. Okay. Then question 6. Calculate the duration in minutes the car stopped for a break. So for a break means, stop for a break means the horizontal line here. So from 49 to 45 to 90, 90 minus 45 means 45 minutes. Okay. Yeah, 90 minus 45, 45 minutes. This one don't need to change any units. B, calculate the speed in km per hour. Should be H for English. For the first 45 minutes. Hence, describe the car travel for the first 45 minutes. So for the first 45 minutes, the speed is from 100 to 50. Okay. Then time is 45 minutes. So from 100 to 50. Means 100 minus 50, the difference, or you can just straight away put 50 over 45 minutes. But 45 minutes, I cannot put minutes because it's per hour. I have to change to hours by dividing 60. Means 50 divided by bracket 45 over 60, which is 66.67 km per hour. Okay, hence describe the car travel for the first 45 minutes. Means it travels at constant speed of 66.67 km per hour over 50 km, yeah, km distance for 45 minutes. Yeah, that's it. Okay, then question 7. Following information is related to provides protection against any loss or damage related to the use of motorized vehicle. So related to use of motorized vehicle would be basically the motor insurance. So motor insurance. Yeah, make sure you remember the types of insurance. Then table shows premium rates under motor tariff for motor policies used in Peninsular Malaysia, Sabah, Sarawak. Yasir lives in Sarawak, so we follow the Sabah, Sarawak rates. Okay, he wants to buy a motor insurance policy. Following is the information regarding the vehicle he wants to insure. So sum insured 110,000 and the capacity 2,210. Yeah. So means it should. Hey, wait a minute. Something wrong here. The question is set wrongly. Yeah, question is set wrongly. Something wrong here because engine capacity 2,210, which exceeds the 2,200 here. Okay, so by right, they should either put this 2,300 or they set this to maybe 2,110. Okay, it shouldn't exceed that CC lah. Yeah. Okay, but how we do this question, basically we follow this. So third party fire and theft policy, make sure you remember, is always 75% of the coverage of the basic premium lah for comprehensive policy. Means we times 243.9 for the first, this is for the first 1,000 ringgit. So we have to plus 20 ringgit and 30 cents for the rest of it, because Sabah Sarawak is 20 ringgit 30 cents. Okay. Times 109,000. So minus the first 1,000. Okay, 109,000, but this is per thousand. So to divide 1,000, you can divide 1,000 here, you can divide 1,000 here, doesn't matter lah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we calculate that first. So 75% times bracket 243.9 plus 20 ringgit 30 cents times 109,000 over 1,000, or you can just 109 lah. 1,842 ringgit 45 cents. So after the no claim discount means the gross premium. This is the basic premium. Gross premium after the 30% discount means 70% will be charged. So 70% of the 1,842.45. I get 1,289 ringgit and 72 cents. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Then question 8. Kavi is an anesthesiologist. Yeah, anesthesiologist. And receive a monthly salary and commission of 12,600 and 1,550 ringgit. She also owns rental house and receive 1,530 ringgit. Kavi's fixed and non-fixed expenditure is 4,820 and 3,500 respectively. State the passive income for Kavi. So a passive income basically is the rental from the house, means 1,530 ringgit. Yeah. Okay, it's just that 1,530 30 ringgit rental income. Okay. Then calculate his cash flow. His cash flow means the total income. Cash flow. 12,600 salary, 1,550 commission, 1,530 passive income, minus the fixed incomes, 4,820 minus 3,500. You can bracket these two and plus also. So yeah, 12,600 plus 1,550 plus 1,530 minus 4,820 minus 3,500, which we get 7,360 ringgit. Yeah, that's it. Explain the answer. So 7,360 ringgit means it's a positive cash flow. So positive cash flow means earns more than he spends. She spends, sorry. Yeah. All right, that is question 8. Then question 9. Determine sine value for 120 degrees angle without using a scientific calculator. So sine 120 degrees. Okay, if we sketch the quadrants, 120 means until here. So the reference angle, 180 minus 120 is 60. And ASCC, second quadrant would still be positive. So it is equal to sine 60. Okay, and sine 60, you can use the triangle. Okay. Equilateral triangle, I split into half. So 2 here, 1, 90 degrees. Then this is square root of 3. 2 square minus 1 square is square root. Okay, here is 60. Here will be 30. So sine opposite over hypotenuse is square root of 3 over 2. If you use calculator, if your calculator can calculate exact value, it's okay to use calculator, square root of 3 over 2. Okay, they just want the answer. Okay, they won't really look at your working. So given angle from 0 to 360, I want to calculate angle for tangent theta equals negative 0.933. Okay, so tangent theta is negative 0.933, means it's the same as negative tangent. I take tangent inverse 0.933. Keep the negative separate. Okay, it's the same as tangent 43 degrees. Yeah, 43.01 to be exact, but 43 should be accepted. Okay, so sketch the quadrants. ASTC. Tangent negative means S or C. Reference angle is the 43 degrees. So I want the general angle, this angle, and until here. Means theta is either 180 minus 43 or 360 minus 43, which is 137 degrees or 317 degrees. Two possible answers. Yeah, they weren't correct to one decimal place. So yeah, it's just 0.0. That is question 9. Question 10. So diagram 10 shows solid with base G, H, J, K, L, M. So AB equals BN. AB, BN means here also 2 cm. JK also same, 2 cm. EF equals CD equals 1 cm. So here 1 cm, here also 1 cm. DR equals SM. D to R, S to M is the same, means holding here 6 cm means you split 3 cm and 3 cm. EF to ED ratio 2 to 1. Sorry, AF to ED ratio 2 to 1. So here 9 cm all the way. So I split 2 to 1 means if I take 2 over 3 times 9 is 6. 6 cm here, 3 cm here. So draw the full scale plan view of the object. Okay, and put it here. So full scale plan view. Plan view means the view from the top. So we just draw. Yeah. Let's say I start from this 7 cm. So I measure, make sure you measure using a ruler. Okay, it's a bit hard for me to show here. So I will just draw and state the measurement. But yeah, you're supposed to use a ruler to measure exactly the 7 cm. Then here, 2 cm, 2 cm, we just draw all the way 4 cm. Then here goes up 2 cm. Then horizontally, go to the left, 2 cm. Excuse me. Goes up. Excuse me. Sorry. Another 2 cm. And here we'll close back. Horizontal line. Yeah, you can see there's a 1 cm and then 3 cm here. So 1 cm from the top. We measure 1 cm here. Then draw this line. Draw a 3 cm line. And go up by 1 cm. This 1 cm, 3 cm, 4 cm is all the way. You don't have to label the measurements, but you have to draw exactly the measurements. Here, actually, you will be able to see this horizontal line going all the way also. Yeah, so draw this line all the way. Yeah, so it should look like this. So the points that we'll be able to see A or G, B and H, N and J here, K, L, C here, D, R here, S, M here, F, P here, and E, Q here. Yeah. Okay, make sure all the measurements are correct. Then part B. Okay. Shaza wants to paint a mural on a rectangular wall. Height and width of the wall on the scale drawing are 8 cm and 6 cm respectively. Find the scale used if the actual width of the wall is 12 meters. So, yeah. Basically, if I compare the width, okay, scale is the same as the drawing length, 6 cm, to the actual length, 12 meters. But when we compare, we need to use the same unit. So meters change to cm. And scale, you usually want to put 1 to something. So I divide 6 is 1 to 200. Okay, scale factor is 1 to 200. That's it. Yeah, so the ACM height is just a red herring. It has no bearing to getting the answer lah. Okay. Then, yeah, look at section B question. We look at question 11. So part A, you just want, A1, we just want to determine the order of the matrix. So order of matrix, make sure you go row and then column. Number of rows and number of columns. So in this case, there's 1 row, 3 columns here. So it's a 1 by 3 matrix. Okay, 1 by 3. Okay, maybe I put beside here. Okay, 1 by 3 matrix. A2, given this, calculate value of x and of y. So we can multiply these matrices together. First matrix follow rows, second matrix follow columns. So first row, first column, 6x times 2, negative 12x. 5 times 3, 15 plus 15. First row, second column, 6x times 1, 6x, plus 5 times 1, 5. Okay, it will be equals to the 9y. So I can compare. Negative 12x plus 15 equals 9. Negative 12x is 9 minus 15. Negative 6. Bring over negative 12. Divide negative 12. X is 1 over 2. Okay, or 0.5. Then compare y equals 6 times, sub in the x, half plus 5, which is 8. That's the values of the x and the y. Part B. Zubaida works part-time in a sewing shop that produces shawls. Each shawl that is produced has to go through 2 processes, namely measuring and sewing. The shop produces 2 types of shawl, type A and type B. Time taken for both processes shown in table 11 here. So given that Zubaida took 2 hours to measure and 2.5 hours to sew the shawl in 1 day. Using matrix method, calculate number of type A shawl and type B shawls produced. So this is basically solving simultaneous equation, okay, using matrix method. So we form the 2 equations first. Okay, let's form the 2 equations first. 14 minutes times x number of type A shawls plus 11 minutes times y number of type B shawls. Yeah, equals to a total of 2 hours. 2, we have to times 60 minutes because this is in hours. So I have to put it in minutes because 14 and 11 here is minutes. Means 14x plus 11y equals 120. The other one, 18x plus 12y equals 2.5 times 60. 18x plus 12y equals 2.5 times 60. I get 150. Okay, 150. So, 150. This one, okay, we can actually simplify as well. Okay, you can leave it also, but I can also simplify. It doesn't matter too much lah. But let's say I just leave it lah, actually. 14, 11, 18, 12, put it in matrix form, times xy equals to the 120, 150. So multiply, I multiply inverse in front so that I can find the xy. 1 over AD 14 times 12 minus CD 11 times 18. Switch A and D, negative B and the C, and times 120, 150. So it's 1 over 14 times 12 minus 11 times 18. Negative 30. So it's negative 1 over 30 lah. Times these two matrix. First matrix follow rows, second matrix follow columns. So 12 times 120, 1440, minus 11 times 150, 1650. Then 18 times 120 is negative, so negative 2160 plus 14 times 150, 2100. So negative 1 over 30. This is negative 210 and negative 60 times the negative 1 over 30 in 72. Yeah, means 7 type A shores and 2 type B shores. Yeah. Okay. Then, yeah, we look at question 12. So, diagram 12 shows a number line representing the relationship between possible values of x. Derive the algebraic inequality for the relation shown in diagram 12. So this basically, we just look at the inequality is from 1 to 4. So means in between 1 and 4. Both shaded point that's equal. Okay, actually, should put the answer here. Yeah, 1 and 4 that's equal. So x more equals 1 less or equals 4. That's it. Yeah. So without drawing the graph, determine whether 4, 1 satisfy the inequalities y less than 3x minus 2. Y less than 3x minus 2. Just check. Okay. Compare 1 and 3 times x is 4 minus 2. Yeah. So 3 times 4 minus 2 is 10, which it is less than. Okay, so 1 is less than 10, means it follows the inequality. So, yes. Part C. I have the following information here. related to number of buns Mrs. Mariam needs to prepare. So write two in linear inequalities. So linear inequalities, we have number of coffee buns exceed number of chocolate buns by at most 5 buns. Number of coffee buns is y, exceed number of chocolate buns by at most 5 means the difference means I minus number of chocolate buns is at most 5, means less or equals 5. Okay. Maximum number of chocolate buns. Maximum x means it should be less or equals 30. Yeah, these are the two graphs. These are the two inequalities. So using the scale, we want to draw the graph. Okay. So draw the graph based on the inequalities that we have, which is these two. Okay. So scale is 2 cm to 5 buns on both axes. Okay, so both axes we put 2 cm 5 buns. Means each box 5 basically. Okay, actually I can draw something from here as well. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, because x, yeah, is not going to exceed 30. Then for the y, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay. Now, x less or equals 30. X equals 30 means it's a vertical line here where x is 30. Yeah. Y minus x equals 5. Okay. Y minus x equals 5. I just need any 2 points on the line. Make sure it fits inside the graph lah. So I can put x equals 0, y equals 5. But I don't want to put y equals 0. Y equals 0, then I get negative 5, which is outside of this. So no. Okay, we can put maybe another value of x. Maybe I can put, let's say, 20. Y minus 20 equals 5. Y is 5 plus 20, 25. Yeah. Okay. So x is 0, y is 5, this point. X is 20, y is 25, this point. So just connect the 2 points using a straight line. Like this. Okay, I draw to the end of graph. So less below, less here towards the left. To the left of this, below this means the shaded region is this part. Okay, now when you shade the shaded region, make sure you use a ruler, okay, to draw the straight lines. Because yeah, some examiners are quite particular with that lah. If you draw freehand to shade, they may penalize you. Yeah, basically like this, just shade all the way, covering this whole region. Then we have a C3. From the graph, determine maximum number of chocolate buns if 25 coffee buns is produced. 25 coffee buns is produced means y is 25. So y equals 25 means this straight line. Yeah, so I want minimum number of chocolate buns. The lowest it can be here, which is 20. So minimum is 20. Yeah, that's it. Then, yeah, that's question 12 lah. Okay. Question 13. In 2022, Mr. Zahid and his wife, Mrs. Nurul, had annual salaries of 65,000 ringgit and 28,000 ringgit respectively. Mr. Zahid and his wife wish to file a joint tax assessment. The incomplete table 14.1 shows the tax exemption relief that Mr. Zahid and his wife wishes to claim. So calculate the value of P and Q. So it's given total amount of monthly tax deduction of Mr. Zahid and his wife in that year was 5,000 ringgit. And he also paid zakat amounting to 700. So let's see here. P and Q values. Okay, let me put the other page here. P and Q values. P value. Basically donations to charity, 400 and 200. So just take the 400 plus with 200. Okay, 400 plus 200, which we get 600 ringgit. Okay, 600. Then Q is just 1,005 plus 2,008, but is limited to 2,500, so it would just be 2,500 because it's more than the limit, so it would be set to that limit. Then calculate the chargeable income for Mrs. I and his wife using the joint tax assessment method. So chargeable income, we take the total income 65,000 plus 28,000 minus 600 minus 9,000, all the exemption and is reliefs. 600, 9,000, 2,500, 5,400, and 3,000. All these are minus. So just calculate. 65,000 plus 28,000 minus 600 minus 9,000 minus 2,005 minus 5,004 minus 3,000. Then we get 72,500 ringgit. Okay. Then part C. Okay. Hence, by using the table 14.2 for the income tax rate for assessment year 2022, calculate income tax payable by Encik Zahid in that year. So their chargeable income 72,500. So we take this rate. Okay. So income tax would be 4,600 for the first 70,000 plus the rest of it means we have another 2,500, anything exceeding the 70,000 times the rate 21%. Okay, but we have to minus the zakat. Okay, because zakat works as a rebate, so we have to minus when we calculate the income tax. So 4,600 plus 2,500 times 21% minus 700, which we get 4,425 ringgit. Yeah. Then part D, the Encik Zahid need to make additional income tax payment. So we compare it with the monthly tax deduction, 5,000 ringgit. We times by 12 months. So that would be, actually, sorry, 5,000 ringgit. We compare the 5,000 ringgit is for the total year. So income tax that he needs to pay is 4,425, but he already paid 5,000 ringgit. So no. Then we calculate 5,000 minus 4,425, 575 ringgit. Okay, means he has excess deduction of 575 ringgit. Because the 5,000 deduction is more than the chargeable income tax of 4,425 ringgit. Yeah. That is question 13. Then, yeah, question 14. Diagram 14.1 shows shirt sizes of 20 students in a class. So name the data representation on diagram 14.1. So this one is a bar chart. Okay, you should know. Yeah, you should know the name for it. Okay, just by looking at what it is. So bar chart. Then A2, based on the data representation, determine the mode, which is size M. Then part B, I have the frequency table here. We're going to fill in this cumulative frequency table with upper boundary. So just accumulate the frequency. We start one interval below, that's why it starts from 0. Then 2, 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 7, 14, 14 plus 9, 23, 23 plus 6, 29, 29 plus 1, 30. And upper boundaries, okay, will be 0.5 after the upper limit. So 39.5, 49.5, 59.5, 69.5, 79.5, 89.5, and 99.5. Okay. Then B2, we want to draw the graph using the scale 2 cm to 10 marks on horizontal, 2 cm, 5 students on vertical axis. Okay. So we draw the graph. You can start from the bottom here. So this is cumulative histogram. Means we draw a histogram based on the cumulative frequency. Yeah. Okay. So for the horizontal axis, okay, we follow the boundaries. Okay, we start with first upper boundary, 39.5, then 49.5, 59.5, 69.5, 79.5, 89.5, up to 99.5. Okay, that is the marks. Yeah. Then the vertical axis, each box 5, 2 cm 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Actually, we just need to go up to 30 lah, because highest cumulative frequency is 30. So let's say I go slightly higher, so 35 lah. Okay. Cumulative frequency. So the first is 2, 7, 14. Go to cumulative frequency of 2. So the 10 small boxes is 5, means each small box is 0.5. So 1, 2 here. Okay. Then 7, 5, 6, 7. Then 14. 2 small boxes below 15. Then we have 23. 24 here, 23 here, 29, and 30. So 29, 2 small boxes below 30, and this one goes up exactly to 30. Yeah, this is the cumulative histogram. Then, based on the histogram, based on the cumulative histogram, state the number of students obtained more than 69 marks. More than 69. 69 is here. So more than 69 means more than this value. 69 is up to 14. So more than 14 means I take 30 minus 14, which is 16. Yeah, that's it. Okay, then question 15. So it's given area of shape P and shape Q are 108 cm square and 12 cm square respectively. So I want to find the scale factor. Q is the image of shape P. So I can use the area of image versus area of object formula. Okay, so it means area of image 12 equals to scale factor square times area of object 108. So 12 over 108 is scale factor square. 12 divided 108 is 1 over 9. Square opposite square root. Scale factor is 1 over 3. Yeah. Okay. Then part B. I have JKLM, PQRS, and TUVW. So first one, TUVW is image of JKLM under combined transformation HG. This one is image of TUVW. Yeah, this bigger one under combined transformation HG. So this smaller one here is the one in between. Means it goes through G, becomes PQRS. Yeah. So G is changing size, means it's enlargement. Okay. Enlargement with TUVW is the image. My bad. Okay, so this is the object. Yeah, means it becomes PQRS first. So look at the orientation. You should be able to see it's flipped over. It's like a mirror image, so it's a reflection. So G is reflection in the line. So I describe the line of reflection, which would be a vertical line right in the middle here. Means I can describe this line as x equals 3. Okay, cut through the x value of 3. So x equals 3. H is changing size enlargement with scale factor of, the scale factor here is 1, here is 3, so 3 over 1 means 3. Yeah. And the center of enlargement, okay, this line, connect the object and image, and this line. So they intersect at this point here. Okay, I can even connect, say, W and S. You see, they intersect the same point as well. Yeah. So it is negative 2, 1. Negative 2, 1. Okay, very important, you get the scale factor and the center correct. Yeah. Then B2. Given area of TUVW is 189 meters square, calculate an area of meter square of the shaded region. Shaded region here is basically just the same as the area object. So area of image 189 is scale factor square times area object, which is the area of the shaded region. Means I take 189 divide by 3 square to get the area of shaded region. So area of shaded region is 21 meters square. Right, that's for question 15 here. Yeah. Then section C now. Question 16. Encik Aizul is a stationery supplier in schools around Johor Bahru district. He began to be known among teachers since 2021 because of his efficiency in supplying stationery. So the SIGS Mathematics Committee needs a few set of stationery as prizes for the winners of the Explorers race. Okay, activity in conjunction with STEM Week. After receiving a call from the headmaster of Mathematics Committee, Encik Aizul continued driving to school. He drove his car at the speed of V km per minute, and given that V is 2t squared minus 33t minus 74, find the length of time in minutes that Mr. Aizul took to arrive at 6. So this is the speed. Okay, so when he arrived at 6, basically, it would be when his when his velocity reaches 0. Okay, because when you reach, you stop. So I find when Vt equals 0 means 2t squared minus 33t minus 74 equals 0. Then we factorize 2t t, then 2 times 74, 148. 148. Can divide 4, yeah, 474, so means 237. So it's minus 37 plus 2. So it's either t is 2t minus 37 is 0, means t is 37 over 2, or t plus 2 is 0, t is negative 2. But this is rejected because time definitely is not negative. I can't go back in time. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So definitely time will be 37 over 2, means 18.5 minutes. Yeah, 18.5 minutes. Okay, that's part A. And part B, NJ ISO gave some stationery gift suggestions. Informed that the price of a book exceeds the price of a pen by 3 ringgit. So if I put price of a book as X, pen as Y, okay, means price of a book minus price of a pen is equals to 3, or price of a book equals to 3 plus Y also can. Okay, 3 plus price of a pen. Then the other one is 200 ringgit allocation for 20 books and 15 pens. Means 20 times the price of a book plus 15 times the price of a pen would be equals to 200. So I can use simultaneous equation here. This one I can simplify. I can divide by 5, 4x plus 3y equals to 40. Okay. So let's say equation 1. So equation 1, I can, let's say I use elimination. I can times 3. 3x minus 3y equals 9. Equation 2, equation 3. So I can eliminate. I take equation 2 plus equation 3. 3x plus 4x, 7x. Negative 3y plus 3y is 0. Yeah, basically I want to make it to 0. That's how we determine whether we plus or minus. 40 plus 9, 49. So x will be 49 divided by 7, which is 7. Yeah, means a book is 7 ringgit. Yeah. Okay, I don't need to find the price of a pen because they only want the price of the book. Then part C. Diagram 16C1 shows distance between the station. Yeah, here. So each group will start from the foyer, okay, and must collect the passwords available at each of the station, okay, before returning to the foyer. Given Wakaf, is spelling error, is Wakaf lah. Wakaf station is a perpendicular bisector Q between day 1 and canteen station. Day 1 is P, canteen is R. Shouldn't be. Means this line is a perpendicular bisector of PR lah. Okay, but it's phrased quite weird. You can't have a point being a perpendicular bisector lah. But I guess you kind of get what it means lah. Okay, so I want the shortest route that can be taken if each group is only allowed to go through each station once. Calculate the total distance. So basically means here is 40 meters. Yeah. So we want to go each station once. So we look at the shortest distance. Okay, I don't have the distance to P here, but I can use Pythagoras theorem. Basically, it's 50 and 50. Okay. Yeah. So we look at how we can form a tree with the lowest weightage using this. QV is 30 meters. Yeah, Pythagoras theorem also. So if I just form a tree with the lowest weightage connecting towards each of the vertices, let's find here, 75 square minus 60 square, and then square root. Sorry. 75 square minus 60 square. 45. This is 45 meters. Yeah, so this will be shorter. Here will be the shortest, but there's no point connecting there. Shortest or to S is here. Yeah, so to connect them together, I basically need this. Okay, here is branching out. So I cannot have it branching. So I will have to change along here. Yeah, so it has to be one flowing path as well. So yeah, if I connect here, it's very hard for me to go to P. So I should go to P first. And then I should connect I go here. Here. And here will be shorter than going down, up and down. Yeah. So this should be the shortest one. Yeah. Actually, I need to return to the foyer. Sorry, I need to return to the foyer. So if I want to go back to the foyer, then I will have to connect here. Yeah, then I wouldn't want this. I would want here instead. Yeah. It's a flowing path that goes back to the foyer. Yeah. Definitely I wouldn't want to jump to S here. Yeah, wouldn't make it any shorter. So yeah, this should be the shortest path. So means I go from foyer to P, then Q, V, S, T, U, R, then back to the foyer. Yeah. So calculate total distance. Just add up all the distance along the path. 50 plus 40 plus 30 plus 67, 60, 45, 55, and 50. By the way, if you're wondering how I get this 50, it's Pythagoras theorem, is square root of 30 square plus 40 square, 50. Okay, same goes here. 40, 50, then this must be 30. It's the same triangle. So add up all the distance together. 50, 40, 30, 67, 60, 45, 55, and 50. So it's 397 meters. That's total distance. Then part D. Sun and Moon team were among the two teams that successfully chose the shortest route, obtained best time. So you want to find the most deserving team to win this activity. Okay, So I want to determine, I want to give justification. So I want to calculate. So first, let's find the mean. Okay, mean for Matahari team. So we find the mean means we add up each of the values here, each of the time, time here. Divide by total number of stations, which is 7. So just calculate 7.55 plus 6.3 plus 7.33 plus 7.53 plus 7.35 plus 7.95 plus 7.03, then divide by 7. 7.291. Okay. Mean for Bulan team. Also add up each of these values, each of the time in each station. Divide by, again, the number of teams. Sorry, number of stations, 7. 7.03 plus 7.55 plus 7.28 plus 7.13, 7.2, 7.63, 7.8. Divide by 7. 7.374. Yeah. Okay. Mean is quite close, but Matahari takes a slightly lower time. Yeah, average. Then we also compare standard deviation, but it's quite a bit close to really tell. Standard deviation, I have to find sum of fx square, sum of x square. So each of these values, I square and add together. Uh, 7.95 square, 7.03 square over 7 minus mean square. And then square root. Yeah, so we calculate 7.55 square. Actually, let's edit from here. I don't have to key in all over again. I can edit from your calculator. Square each of these values. Just press the right arrow and the square button. Yeah, easier to deal with. Divide 7 minus 7.291 square, and then square root the answer. 0.487. For Bulan team, same formula. 7.03 square. Okay. Put this first. 7.03 square. 7.55 square plus 7.28 square plus 7.13 square plus 7.2 square plus 7.63 square plus 7.80 square over 7 minus mean square, 7.374 square. So again, I can edit from here. Sorry. Square each of these values. Then I get this divide 7 minus 7.374 square and square root the answer. 0.274. So this one, standard deviation is very obvious. Bulan team is much lower. Okay. So yeah, it would be the moon team lah. Moon team, because more consistent. Okay, rather than Sun team, Matahari, which has a much higher standard deviation, means it's a bigger spread lah in the time taken. Okay, so it's not as consistent because their mean are very close lah actually. Okay, that is part D here. Yeah, so that's for question 16. Then, sorry, that's for, yeah, it is question 16. Wait, why is there two? Question 16. Okay. Never mind. Since there's two question 16, let's do the other question 16 here as well. Right, so Rohit is an athlete in SMK Dato Abdul Rahman Yassin Tamboy during his school's 35th athletics tournament. Rohit won the high jump competition. Diagram 16A shows movement of Rohit's jump in the event. So find the maximum height of Rohit's jump. So the maximum, we want to find the maximum based on this function. So maximum, okay, we can actually use axis of symmetry formula, negative b over 2a, negative 2 over 2 times negative 0.5, which is 2. Yeah. Okay. X is 2 means H2 negative 0.5 times 2 square plus 2 times 2. Two. There's no saying. Yeah, should be 2 same unit lah, meters. Okay. Then for B, on his way home from school, Rohit's mother gave him 2 cans of energy drink. The cans are different color and size. White can and gray can. Okay, let's put white can as X, gray can as Y. So difference in volume for both cans is 40 ml. White can larger than gray can means X minus Y is 40 ml. Total volume for 6 white cans, 6X plus 5 gray cans, 5Y, equals to 8,600. Yeah. Then we want to solve this. You can use substitution or elimination. Say equation 1, equation 2, equation 1, that's times 5. I eliminate the Y because I want to find X. Yeah, equals 200. Equation 3. So equation 2 plus equation 3. 6x plus 5x, 11x. 5y plus negative 5y, 0. 8,600 plus 200, 8,800. X is 8,800. Divide 11, which is 800. So it's 800 ml for a white can. Yeah. Then part C. I've walked from Rohi's school to his home in Taman Sri Putra. His mother plans to go through every residential area to distribute flyers about medical insurance. Okay, we have all this stating the distance. So I want to draw a directed graph here. Okay, based on this information. So we follow, follow basically what we have here. So A, which is the school, B, E, F, which is the home, then the C and D. Okay, I want directed graph with minimum distance and then state the total distance. Okay, so directed graph with minimum total distance. AE is 4.6, AB 0.6, BC 4.1, BE is 4.5. So both ways should also be 4.5 lah. EF 7.3, BD, this one 4.5, DC 1.2, DF 5.0, BF 6.8, CD 1.5. Actually, it's different distance. 1.5 here. BE 4.5. EB is 6.9. Then DE 6.6. So I want lowest weightage. So going through every residential area, starting from his school to home. Okay. So if I consider connecting to the lowest weightage. Okay, here is low, here is low. Going to E, this is shortest. But going back to B would be kind of longer. Yeah. D to F would be the shortest. Yeah. With E to home, let's see. This yeah, couldn't make it shorter, so probably here. Come back up. And to be here. But if I go here, let's see, comparing this. Actually, no way I go straight. 4.5, 3. Instead of going here, okay, let's compare. This one, 4.6 plus 6.9, 4.1, 1.5, 5. 22.2. If I go this way instead, 0.6, 4.1, 1.5, 6.6, 7.3. Yeah, that's lower. Yeah, so we have to compare the different path lah. See which way gives you a lower weightage. So yeah, should be this one. So I draw accordingly. AB 0.6, BC 4.1, CD 1.5. DE 6.6. And EF 7.3. Yeah. So means total distance 0.6, 4.1, 1.5, 6.6, 7.3, which gives us 20.1 km. Yeah. Then part D. We have this set of data. Put answer sheet up here. So Rohit was called by Miss Mazura, school sports coordinator. Rohit and his friend Kevin has been selected for trial to represent the school for Johor Bahru district level. While Mazura informed that only one person will represent the school, therefore few qualifying series will be conducted. These are their height record throughout the week. So based on data obtained, which athlete is most qualified to represent the school? So again, we compare the mean and standard deviation. Mean for Rohit at each of the height divide by the number of tries, 5, 1.96 plus 1.92 plus 1.88 plus 1.98 plus 1.86 divided by 5, 1.92. Mean for Kevin, 1.89 plus 1.95 plus 1.9 plus 1.95 plus 1.9 over 5. .916, which is very close actually. Even if I round up to 2 decimals, then it's the same. So we compare the standard deviation as well. Standard deviation for Rohit, square root of sum of each value square, 1.92 square, 1.96 square, it's 1.92 square, 1.88 square, 1.98 square, 1.86 square over 5 values minus mean square, 1.92 square. Square of 1.96 square plus 1.92 square plus 1.88 square plus 1.98 square plus 1.86 square over 5 minus 1.92 square. 8.72. For Kevin, square root of same formula, 1.89 square, 1.95 square, 1.9 square, 1.95 square, 1.9 square over 5 minus 1.916 square. Just calculate. Zero point 0.028. I think I must have counted wrongly now. Yeah, that's why. Here. 0.0456. And then this is 0.028. So comparing these two, very obviously, Kevin has a lower standard deviation, quite a bit lower. So Kevin, because is more consistent based on the standard deviation. Yeah. Okay, that's this question 16. And question 7. Sekolah Sukan Kenanga organized a sports carnival involving several schools in Johor, Baru. So carnival aimed to foster spirit of sportsmanship and to raise fund for their school canteen. So during first round of ping pong match, school A matched against school B. This shows two players exchanging hits. When player B hits the ping pong with speed, player A could not return the shot and the ball fell to the floor. So this equation represents height of ping pong ball, time in seconds given by h equals 12t minus 3 over 4t square. So time when it hits the floor means when the height is 0. 12t minus 3 over 4t square equated to 0. I can take out t. 12 minus 3 over 4t equals 0. So it's either time is 0, which I won't consider that. Yeah. No time has passed, definitely not. So means 12 minus 3 over 4t is 0. 12 is 3 over 4t. 12 times 4 over 3 equals t. T is 16. 16 seconds. Yeah. Then part B. During the break, Noreen and Hakimi look for something to eat. They walk around the store and food trucks, which has many options. After buying a burger and a fried chicken, they sat down to enjoy their meal. So, one burger and 2 fried chickens, 27 ringgit. 4 burgers and 2 fried chickens is 48 ringgit. So, if I take burger is X, fried chicken Y, means X plus 2Y is 27. The other one is 4X plus 2Y equals 48. Equation 1, equation 2. I can straight away eliminate. Equation 2 minus equation 1. 4x minus x, 3x. 2y minus 2y is 0. 48 minus 27 is 21. So 21 divided 3, 7. Means burger is 7 ringgit. Part C. Adriana was assigned to deliver whistles and score sheet. I want distance. Sorry, here shows distance of the several route options. So complete the diagram here to form the directed and weighted graph based on the information given. So B to A is given here, and B to L, 150. I go through one by one. L to C. Make sure you state the direction as well. 9 and label the weightage, 90. C to D. 50, L to D, this way, 70, D to S, 170, B to A, 190, A to S, 220. Yeah, that's the directed and weighted graph. So it's a graph drawn a tree. Okay. So obviously it's not. No. Okay. Because I can say L, C, and D forms a loop. Yeah. Or I can say number of edges equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Number of vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 6. By right, number of edges should be 1 less than the number of vertices. So yeah, if there are 6 vertices, there should be 5 edges only for it to be a tree. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then part D. Okay. Kisha and Anissa are track and field athletes at their school. Diagram 70.3 shows time in minutes taken by Kisha and Anisha in 7 cross-country training sessions. So calculate mean and standard deviation. So mean for Kisha. Yeah. Let's add up each of the time. 15.5 plus 16 plus 2 times 16.5 plus 2 times 17 plus 17.5 plus 18. That's right, there's no 18. 17.5 divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of them. So 15.5 plus 16 plus 2 times 16.5 plus 2 times 17 plus 17.5 divide by 7. I get 16.57. Mean for Anissa, (15 plus 15.5 plus 16.5 times 2. 2 times 16.5 plus 17 plus 2 times 17.5 over 7. 15.5, 2 times 16.5, 17, 2 times 17.5, divide 7, sorry, divide 7, I get 16.5. So you can see it's quite similar. Okay. For standard deviation, again, let's find sum of values. Sum of values square. Okay, for Kevin and Anisha, I don't have much space, so I'll just straight away calculate. Each of these values we square. 1911.25. The other one, so 16.5 square, 16 square, 2 times 16.5 square, 2 times 17 square, 17.5 square, 1925. Yeah. So standard deviation for Kisha, 1925 over 7 minus 16.57 square root. Zero point 0.6596. 0.660 lah. Standard deviation for Anisha, square root of 1911.25 over 7 minus 16.5 square. Zero point 886. So comparing these two, okay, I want to see which of them will be selected. So comparing the mean is very, very close. Okay, but it is smaller. Kisha, standard deviation is quite a bit lower, so I would select Kisha. Yeah, because more consistent. Yeah. Okay, due to lower standard deviation. Right, so that's it. That is the that's for the Johor Bahru paper for 2024 trial here. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.